It's no secret that most flagship consumer devices are often launched with a propeller of hype, however little it may be. So, top brands like Samsung, Apple, and Google are usually on the front seat of these with different approaches. Well, it's no doubt that the S22 Ultra and what it had to offer were highly anticipated. So, this is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra after the cascades of trigger joy and adrenaline pumped reviews. The S22 Ultra after the hype. So, the S22 Ultra was long overdue as it wasn't just an Ultra per se. It was fundamentally the reincarnation of the most premium Samsung flagship line ever, the Note series in an S series lineup. I did love the blending though, as it means Samsung would be releasing all its flagship at one shot in the future. Now, let's kickstart this discussion with the pen. After some weeks of calm and sanity, it becomes obvious that the S22 Ultra isn't so much a massive upgrade from the previous Note or the S21 Ultra. A meaningful fraction of people still prefers to stick to the S21 Ultra. After using the S22 Ultra for the past 3 months, it's a definite no-brainer to use if you need a digital pen on a phone. It's a legendary warrior with a pen as its caliber. Auto and Merlin references aside, the S22 Ultra pen capability is still the best in the mobile world, and that's a fact, period. Well, I strangely stopped popping out the pen after the first 2 weeks, and I know I am not alone in this. It makes me wonder if people need a pen on a phone. For those who need a pen and its feature daily, it's there to use. And with the numerous pen-centric features on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the pen is in no way a gimmick. It is highly useful for the right crowd of people. Now, talking about the internal and the performance scandal that came up, it was no shocker that the S22 Ultra came in 2 chipset flavors. No matter how hard Samsung tries to make consumers think that one variant is as good as the other, tons of testings quickly show that they aren't. When getting a $1,100 device, entry price device, it's understandable you want the best performance wise and also the bragging rights. It's uncool that a consumer will get an S22 Ultra only to find out that the variant he opts for is kind of inferior. The Snapdragon variant has been shown to have better image signal processing when compared to the Exynos. Shooting videos on the Gen 1 variant feels smoother and stabilization much better amidst all the quirks. I've heard so many complaints here and there criticizing the Exynos variants. Well, I'm glad I was able to scoop a Snapdragon variant when it launched. The chipset divide has made some consumers, most especially those in the UK and in the EU, to stay clear of the S22 Ultra entirely or opt to importing the Snapdragon version from other markets, thereby increasing the cost of an already expensive device. And that, my friends, is a real hassle. I just wish Samsung can just release one device and stick to one chipset entirely. Now, to top it all, Samsung was caught in a deceptive performance tweak scandal. Although the CEO apologized and Samsung has offered a fix, it is however a blow, really. A serious blow, and truly points out the fact that the S22 Ultra had the potential of getting extremely hot during intensive tasks. I noticed the heat problem as well, although it wasn't so much of an issue for me. But I would like to point out it gets hot when playing performance demanding games and shooting 4K to 8K videos with the S22 Ultra. So if heat is something you consider a lot, and you shoot a lot of video, perhaps you may want to find an alternative to the S22 Ultra. But I think you should get the S22 Ultras anyway. The imaging sensor of the S22 Ultra are super great. After the review and the new flagship fever died down, I began to appreciate the 4 camera sensors on the back of the S22 Ultra even more. I had the Ultra with me when I went rock climbing, when I visited the beach, and when I went sightseeing in a conservation center. I love the telephoto units. Being able to go 3x and 10x optically was really tremendous for me. I would argue that the sensors on the S22 Ultra are by far the best I have used on any Android smartphone to date. Oh, I was less impressed the moment I put it side by side the iPhone 13 Pro Max when shooting videos. It makes me wonder how Samsung blew it when it comes to recording. I know Apple is miles ahead, but I never really thought there would be so much difference when the S22 Ultra costs more these days. Now, the purpose of this after the hype video isn't to nitpick or share samples. The S22 Ultra has a stellar camera performance and hardware, and the space zoom feature that go 100x. Though it feels so much like a gimmick, it's useful when you need it, I guess. Well, I only use it during testing and when I needed to demonstrate the zoom capability to a friend. Aside from that, I never really used it. However, I use the optical 3x and 10x telephoto zoom here and there. I don't care so much about the OS wars, but I wouldn't be caught dead not loving the Android on the S22 Ultra. Oh my, Samsung has done wonders with the Android on this device. It has easily become the Apple of the Android ecosystem. I stopped using Samsung devices about 8 years ago, and during that period of time, I used the OnePlus 8 Pro and its Oxygen OS, and that has been my best, most loved Android flavor until they messed it up. Then the Pixel 6 happened as well. I love the Android on Pixel 6, the stock Android on Pixel 6. Right now, I'm super glad I had my fingers swiping through One UI. It's easily the best, and it packs a lot of features, and everything is simplistic. You know, the simplistic approach and some of the software use cases were tremendously useful. Now, talking about other things, the screen is vivid, the display is lively, it's vivid and alive, it shines gallantly in the sun, and I got nothing wrong to point out about this device professionally. Although I would have loved a flat display with this kind of caliber, but perhaps that's just wishful thinking. The hype before and after the launch surrounding the display didn't dissipate. I love the screen to the moon and back, and perhaps maybe to the sun and back. Yeah, the mics on the device aren't the best I've used. The speaker felt like a letdown when compared to other flagship, and sincerely, I didn't like the fact I was tormented by the warning of fluid being in my charging port after just a mild dip in the water. This warning lasted days, and I began to have issues even with charging. It was a headache, and I don't know if this is common with all its devices, but I really hope the IP rating does its rating, does what it's supposed to do. You don't expect me to, Samsung doesn't expect me to dip my phone into water and worry about charging for the next one day, or clicking dismiss on the alert of, hey, there's water in your charging port. Also, if you happen to shake the S22 Ultra, you can feel one of the camera units rattling behind the frame. I'm pretty sure it is the 10x telephoto unit. Just so you know, so it's a design thing and not a flaw per se. Now, the Ultra is an outstanding flagship, and there is no device out there that packs exactly all the punches it packs, from a useful pen to a 100x space zoom, which maybe is gimmicky. I don't know, I don't care, it's there. A super processor with a bad option, a sweet camera for different scenarios, a bright and vivid display, and even to a top of the line One UI flavored Android OS. The S22 is no joke, and this is after the hype. Now, kindly subscribe to the channel for more amazing content, and ring the bell so you're notified whenever I post something. So stay awesome, and I hope to see you for another After the Hype.